What's up, everybody? Master Maz here from Be Me. How's it all going? This Sunday, it's SBM, Stretching, Breathing, and Meditation, live from our Be Me production studio. Hope you guys are enjoying it no matter wherever you are, morning, night, or day. And this is something for everyone in the family and any time, and hopefully any condition too. We're going to show you some progressions on how we can get through our S, stretching, B, breathing, and M, meditation. In Be Me fashion, we look at the brain in a holistic sense. That means we cover all layers of the brain, the thinking, the feeling, the doing, and likely so from the body up. So this is a bottom up approach rather than a top-down approach. Bottom meaning right from experience, right from the ground, right from real experiential learning, do we start to introspect and deduce more about ourselves, our self-discovery journey, if you like, and then hopefully take these principles and study of practice with us today, you and I, and move them to a study of living. There's a lot you can learn about yourself from your actions, from your behaviors, or even your reactions. And our deciphering or credo is that the body is the brain, meaning to say that our body is going to speak for our brain in more ways than one. We can learn our emotional disposition, our mood disposition, and even what thoughts that come up to us. So this is a very much conscious movement, a moving meditation of sorts, meaning even whilst we're doing things that involve the body, they're very much conscious. You're going to be able to actually deduce what emotions that reside in the body, identify them, and then recognize how you can relieve them, change them, so on. So something to introduce today about stretching. It's not just simple stretching when you think of stretching conventionally as muscles, ligaments, tendons, and all that musculoskeletal stuff. It's actually something along the lines of meridians, so meridian channels. If you're familiar with the term meridians, this is our meridian man. So meridian man over here actually represents the meridian network that goes through our body. Not exactly the nervous system, but something that lies right beneath the skin and that actually transfers our bioelectric matter throughout our body, between body and brain and all the different organs in between. And actually, if you wanted to map it out and think of it in ways that are actually more common knowledge, think of acupuncture, right? You know, the needles that kind of pierce into the skin. These different points here across meridian man's channels and lines are actually all acupressure points. So meaning to say, you don't have to puncture them every time to get to feel them or affect them or change whatever energy is going through there that may be blocked or not, let's say, circulating well. So there's different ways in which you can affect the energy channels, let's say if they are stagnant, blocked because of injury or tension in the muscle or in that particular area, or maybe not circulating well because of the blood circulation in that area that's not, let's say, helping or hindering energetic transference. But it could also be things of a psychological nature, meaning, yes, it could turn physiological, but it's a chicken and egg as to know which one came first. Maybe it's a thought that you had that created a muscle stagnation or a tension, and therefore also had the energy around that point stagnant. So we're trying to look for circulation, both blood as well as energy. We're trying to look for flow and movement so that we don't feel a certain heaviness, maybe like, let's say, things that have been accumulated, we want to circulate them through. And all these points here can be affected by a number of means. So they could be stretched out. So meridian man can like pull his arms out and then these meridians kind of get stretched open. Meridian man can get his arms tapped and these acupressure points kind of open or pulse. They can be shook. You know, meridian man can do a little bit of shaking. Dancing is great, or just a general vibration and rhythm to kind of shake off those meridian stagnations. You can also pulse and thrust and all kinds of things that you can manipulate your body doing, all movement related. Stretching is our focus today. So when we say stretching, just think of it as I'm imagining lines across my body, top to bottom, that want to open up like highways. Let's get a close-up on this, please, if you can. So try and look a little bit more closely over here. So imagine if you were to stretch open that spine, right? These areas here, kind of like if these were the holes in between my fingers, right? They kind of like spread out like that, and then whew, They close when you, let's say, release the tension. So that constant opening and releasing, that's almost like your skin or acupressure points breathing. You're allowing energy to seep into the organ that it's intended for. Another way to think about this whole map is that each of these lines represent an organ as well as a certain group of emotions that are tied to that organ. So for example, lungs could maybe gather around, or a gathering of emotions, let's say around sadness, loneliness, or even anxiety. Let's say if these were energy that are stagnant, you know, your lungs aren't, let's say, breathing well, so they're not opening up as well. So your lung meridian, for example, down here, could actually be affected in terms of, let's say, not having good circulation, and thus entail emotional dispositions such as anxiety, loneliness, sadness, etc., etc., etc. So back to that connecting point of how the brain, your psychological state can affect your physical state. And actually, there's a word for it in psychosomatic symptoms, meaning symptoms that seem physical but can't be diagnosed, not traditionally medically or scanned on an X-ray, but in essence are psychological. So they're felt more than they are, let's say, real. Even though they are real, they're real for your brain. Okay? So that's the explanation there. And today I want to help you focus on both standing movements that help you stretch and open up the meridians, as well as seated floor movements. So we're going to go up and we're going to go down, and then we're going to consecutively move into the breathing. And the breathing, we're going to take on several laying postures which actually affect how the energy through these meridians accumulate as well as circulate throughout your body. Once all that's done, we've opened up the meridian channels, we've moved and accumulated the energy in the right places and circulated them to the right places, we can then actually begin to sense and open up our feeling into our brain sensitivity or awareness meditation, which is an energetic meditation that is also signature to Be Me here with our process. So all in all, we want to get you closer to the real you. Declutter all that noise, that tension inside the body, tension inside your thoughts, and maybe even tension in your emotions to help you really feel the real you, right? Be more, be me. All right, so that's it. Let's get straight into the practical. You ready? Begin. All right, first and foremost, if you're not aware, this training program or system of training is actually Korean in origin, so I'm going to teach you a little bit of culture here. Hopefully, you guys can catch on really quick. The word is 반갑습니다. 반갑습니다. Try and say it with me. 반갑습니다. So it means you look like heaven, but it's a great way to start our session together and recognize that we all come from the same place and we all share this platform of self-growth, self-discovery, and self-healing. All right, guys, so hands over our center here, our danjan, our second chakra, otherwise where a lot of these energy meridian channels kind of circulate and accumulate. 반갑습니다. Let's greet each other. For those right next to us, near, 반갑습니다. And those across the world, far, 반갑습니다. And let's go ahead and begin. So first and foremost, we want to try and bring heat, connection, and mind to the body. So I want you to rest your knees a little bit, rest your hips. We're going to start off with a core power exercise in which we can draw in more of our attention to the center of our body here. Pulling in and then pushing out. So all it is a slight tuck of the hip, naturally, kind of like a high sit, bending the knees, pulling in, pushing out. And we're trying to do it in rhythm. This is a core power exercise, which means you don't have to focus on the breathing, but don't stop the breathing. Exhale whenever you need to. And keep your focus right there. Pulling in, pushing out. All right, let's start the count for 1. And I'll give you some tips along the way. 3, 4, 5, 6, good job, 7, 8, focus here, 9, 10, keep a gentle smile on the face, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good job, 7, 8, get your body super warm, focus with that attention right in the center of your body. 20, 1, 2, 3,
Breathe out whenever you feel the tension or discomfort any place in your body, or even if your thoughts begin to, let's say, cluster, right? So breathe them out. Exhale. Let's say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Usualmente más energía, perdonen. And again, 3, 4, 5. So bring up that energy more, especially during the beginning process of the training. You want your energy to go up slightly and then slow it down for the breathing, right? So we get into the relaxation portion a little bit later in the training. In the beginning, we're trying to get your energy up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Good job. And relax. Shake off right here. So let's get into more of our stretches, right? So we want to start from the top and then work our way down, okay? So from here, go ahead, feet together, and I want you to first try and feel out the sides of the body. Pull to one side, feel the torso and the rib cage right here, and then move over to the other side. So you're moving like a seesaw from side to side. 3, 4, there we go. 5, and you notice I'm more focusing on my upper body than my hip turning from side to side. So my upper body is really feeling that openness. 9, did we get to 9 already? 9, 10, let's keep going. Exhale, 1, 2, try each time to sink a little bit lower than the last. 3, 4, ooh, feeling the side meridians right here, if you can imagine them coming through the side. 6, 7, 8, breathe out. Focus on the feeling of the body opening, keep it conscious. And last one, 10, good. Let's keep again. 1, 2, because I like this so much. It feels like a real opening, like your skin's breathing new life. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. Good going. Do you feel the difference? You got to be able to sense, let's say, sensorially, the difference between the start and how you feel right now, every step of the way. So you definitely feel your low back a little bit more, all that turning and twisting, but now we also feel like these have opened up. So let's go ahead and keep, again, the momentum with a different dimension this way. So 1, 2, pulsing to one side, I'm twisting and stretching that spine out in one direction and then the other. 4, 5, 6, 7. So don't be afraid to pulse a little bit towards the end. 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Here, we're going to try and do it again with our hands in the original position. So try 1, 2, pulse at the end. 4, ooh, we're feeling that spinal column now. 5, 6, 7, good job. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really open up that back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. So really feeling that nice opening of the whole torso, right? Front meridians are being affected, side meridians are being affected, back meridians are being affected. Imagine them as vertical lines coming through the body. All right, so from here, let's get our legs incorporated as well. We're going to try and do around the world with our hands laced here behind the head, okay? So
do it very consciously. Try to keep your back straight throughout the movement. You're bending only from the hip joint, right? So try this with me now. First, turn the body this way. Your feet are still faced forward and bend from the hips. Just go as low as you think you can or feel like you can. If it's here is fine, that's great. You can kind of just swing around from one side to the other. But if you can get a little bit lower, great. And then go ahead and try and keep your back straight as you kind of roll over to the other side and then come up. Whew. So we're feeling so many meridians based on the angle of your rotation. So here you may be feeling the inside, and then as you move the back of the leg, and then as you turn away from the leg, you might feel the outside of the leg or even the hip joint. So many meridians are being affected, internal and external, yin and yang meridians. Yes, they work like that. All right, let's try again, same way we came, bending at the hip. There we go. And if you can get a little bit lower whilst keeping the back straight, great. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs. Maybe even feel it all the way down to the foot, the toes. There we go. And come up. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Inhale. And hold the breath as you swing round to the other side. Exhale. As you come up. Great. Let's do that 2 more times. In. Beautiful. All the way around to the other side. Try and keep the back straight at all times. You feel like your legs opening up. Exhale on the way up, remember. Inhale. Good. Keep your back straight all the way through. Exhale. Release that tension. Let's do one more. Come back where we came from. In. Swing around. And up. Exhale. Beautiful. Not bad, right? We can get a little bit of strength in there. Oh, that mic is really getting in the way. All right, guys. So try now and feel out your body. Do you notice the differences? You might feel even more tensions. My apologies. Only because we're actually carrying these tensions without our notice. So this is how we become more aware of our body. So don't let up just yet because you feel more. In fact, that's probably how it's going to do better or be better for you. The more you feel, the more you can heal. All right? So let's do that again, but this time a little different. We're going to pulse forward and then pulse back. Same posture with the legs spread wide. And then we're going to try just as low as you can whilst keeping the back straight. Bend at the hip. And once you feel like you can't get lower without bending your back, pulse here twice. Good job. And then raise. And then with the hip, squeeze the butt to protect the low back. And then open up the elbows. Pulse twice back here. So you're feeling that chest open. You're feeling the hips push. And you're not trying to break your back because you're just a gentle pulse. And you're squeezing the butt to protect the low back. All right, so lean forward again. Keep the back nice and straight until you feel like your back is going to curve in and pulse right here. Twice. Twice. Remember to open up the elbows. That really exaggerates the effect, okay? Let's try again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Keep it going. No necesita cambiar. 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, and 4. Good job. 2 and 4. Notice how I use my breath. Whenever I feel that tension inside my body, I try to exhale out the tension through the breath. So that's how I use breath as a ventilation system for my tension. Try again. 1, 2. Try and get lower. Challenge yourself each time. 3, 4. Good job. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Last one. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Whoo. Shake off. Exhale. So you're really feeling all parts of the meridian. We should really fix that. You're really feeling all parts of your meridians kind of open up. joint by joint circulation, and you feel a lot warmer too. That's how you know you're doing well. All right, let's go ahead and get to the floor. Any thick carpet, nice and plush, or maybe a thin mattress, or even just a mat if you have one. But I do prefer thicker rather than thinner so that we do feel a sense of comfort underneath us, okay? So go ahead. This, for example, is our BME mats, all the way from Korea. They're nice and breathable. So to kind of give you an idea of the thickness right here, go ahead and let's go ahead and zoom on this. Right there. So you can kind of see that it's got some nice cushion to it, and it's also a little nice, soft, and plush. All right, so I want you guys to feel a little comfortable in your seat. Okay, so first of all, lie it out horizontally, make sure you can still see me. And then from here, go ahead and have a seat. We're going to continue with our exercises. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. So I want one leg bent and the other leg straight out. Good. Good. All right, so once you guys are set and ready, let's go ahead and do that. I want you to first point the toes up and then pull them back, right? So this is actually a good way to kind of feel out if you have any tensions on the back side of the leg, or even on the inside once you open up. Try and separate out the knees, meaning push the knees out a little bit further apart from each other. So the distance between the knees, try and go a little bit further out, right? So you can go like this, or as much as you can, okay? So first and foremost, I want you to actually try and walk your fingers bending forward. Keep those toes up, right? So try and keep your back nice and straight, right? So if I were to show you a little bit of a rotation on that, nice and straight on the back, just like that. So all I'm doing is I'm walking my body forward, boom. And as soon as I feel like my back's about to, let's say, arch or bend, that's when I stop and just kind of pulse right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, good job, 6, 7. I hope this angle is good for you so you can kind of see what's going on. 9, 10. If you feel like you can actually do more, do more while keeping your back nice and straight, right? So you're right here, you're pulling your hips forward, back nice and straight, toes pointed straight up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. So where I feel it actually is maybe sometimes in the knees. So go ahead and rub the knees. You can release the tension there. And sometimes I feel it on the outside. You can also, by all means, tap the outside hip. And at times I also feel it on the inside. So tap the inner thigh as well. So all these areas are being opened. There are meridians coming here internally, yin meridians, as well as here externally, yang meridians. And they all affect how our joints feel, or the pain or the discomfort and whatnot. So let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So showing it to you here, just centered. I'm pulling out one leg, the other leg, and pulling in the first leg. Here I'm trying to, as I said, separate out the knees, pull up the toes, okay? So right there, leaning forward, try and keep the back nice and straight. 2, 3, 4, 5. Try and remain seated though. You don't want your butt lifting up on the back side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the idea about being straight in the back is also pulling the back open. So you're also affecting the meridians of the back. It's not just the lower body. 7, 8, 9. So you're kind of like using your hands to pull yourself down and forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. All right, so from here, try and then do a double with both feet. Okay, so from here, you can be out here, by the way. It's okay. You don't have to have your knees down, and you don't have to have your whatever it is you can do, just do. It's fine. So even if they're out here, that's still good, right? These are different progressions. We're all at different stages in our body's condition. And that's the point. It's a condition. It's not permanent. It's temporary. Meaning it can change. You can change all that. So once you got your position, knees press down, use your muscles to press down your knees, and then try with a back straight. So you're trying to straighten up the back and then kind of pulse forward the same way. Only this time, you're using your toes to pull yourself down, right? So even if you're out here, you can still have a back straight and use the ankles or the shins to pull yourself down, just like that. All right, so I'm gonna get back to here, pulling the knees down, and with a straight back, there we go. Just like that. And where I want to feel it is right here, inner thigh, hip joint, and maybe a little bit in the back as I try and straighten it up and bend at the hip. All right, good. Let's keep that going. Let's do 10 for the count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. All right. I don't know if you guessed it. There we go. Feet wide open. All right. So from here, you don't obviously have to open up this much. You can definitely be out here. No joke, by the way, really. It's not like you have to do it a certain way. But definitely try and have your feet pointed up, right? That's the key. So even if you're out here, feet pointed up. So when you're over here, what I want you to do is to come up with the back. You want it up nice and straight, even if your legs are over here, totally fine. And when you try and advance, again, pulling your hands or pulling with your hands to pull your body down and forward, try and keep the back straight. And once you feel like your back's about to arch, you can stop right there. Always bend only from the hips on this one. 3, 4, good job. 5, 6, so you can feel the underside, right? 8, 9, maybe even the inside or even the outside. 10, go ahead again. 2, 3, oh, you can open up a little bit more as you feel more confident. 5, 6, good job. 7, 8, wonderful. 9, 10, Hai Shona. That's a good code word for you. Nice, feels so good. Okay, so go ahead and just kind of shake out your legs. Free it off of any free tensions. Okay, we're gonna turn now to our side to prepare ourselves for the breathing, but we still have some more training to do or movement to help kind of comfort our legs, comfort our back and our spine. You ready? Okay. Make sure you can still see me on your screens there. So at this point, I want to try and relax all the tensions I just felt in my, trying to get comfortable with the technology we got on. Okay, so from here, knees, hands, lift and drop the knees. So all those tensions you felt in the back of the thigh, you're just lifting up the knees and then dropping them, right? Lifting and dropping them. So it's almost like you're tapping the back of the legs. Let's go ahead, count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going for 30. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 30. Good. Shake off the legs. Relax the hip joint. Turning round the heels. Good. I'm going to lie down now. We're going to go straight to the low back and making that feel a little bit better. So come further down your mat. And then from here, try now, focus on your low back. Lift up the hip just a couple of inches off the floor. So if you can see, that's it. And then drop it, right? So that's all we want to do repetitively. Lift and drop. So it's almost like a gentle tap on that low back with the floor. It doesn't really hurt. You may feel some scratchy feelings, but that's okay. That's like circulation that happens whenever you run for a long time as well. So lift and drop. And again, count to 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Beautiful. So we're going to do rolling back now. This is also a nice way to make our spine comfortable. Hold the knees or underneath and then pull like a rocking motion.
So you can see I'm taking my time between pulls, letting it go forward and back. And all I'm doing is like massaging my lower back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course, if this is easy, you can do a bit of a more advanced progression. So kind of a full rolling back, or at least up until the cervical spine. So let me give you an example. Underneath your thighs or over the knees, right there. Ooh. So you feel how we kind of rolled through like a rolling pin through our spine. You're becoming your own chiropractor here. There we go. And then back up, reaching all the way until the cervical spine. 4, 5, good job. 6, whoop. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Hi, Shonada. A lot of relief here. All right, guys. So for now, we're done with our movement portion. Let's move right into breathing. So with breathing, we're going to take different postures and hopefully focus our mind to different areas in the body, starting first with our chest. So let's get into the first posture. Make sure you are comfortable, relaxed, right there. If generally you feel a tension around your low back, feel free to lift your knees up a little bit or place a pillow underneath them. Here, just relax and arms out to the side. In our first posture, breathing, we focus our mind here on the chest. Tuck in the chin, lengthen the spine, and breathe in through the nose as it comes down, circulating through the chest. The air then comes out through the mouth. So use your sensation to feel the air come in, filling up the chest. Exit through the mouth. You can use your imagination. Make sure your hands are nice and relaxed. Your feet are nice and open as well as relaxed. At this point, you want to bring your attention solely to this region here. If your mind gets called elsewhere to another tension or even a thought, try and circulate that out through your exhale, like you just captured it and carried it out with your breath. Notice my chest rise and drop. Being able to move your torso like this makes your sensation for breath more profound. If it helps, you can place your hand on your chest to feel it more. Otherwise, look for relaxation while maintaining focus. It's preferable for beginners to intermediates to do this breathing with your mouth slightly open, because you don't want to trap any excess air. You want more of it out than in, actually. It's a form of circulating and therefore also releasing. Think of it like opening the window to your house. You're allowing the dust out as you clear it. Move to the second posture, which actually helps enhance circulation as well as accumulation in certain central parts of our body. Here, I want you to move your hands down to your abdomen, as well as your breathing. Imagine it goes past your diaphragm and into your abdomen. Exhaling. Just like that. As you inhale, no necesita cambio. Inhale and exhale. You want to imagine like you're continuously moving breath in through the nose, deep into your belly, and then out through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. So your focus is entirely on the sensation of your body expanding like a balloon and deflating like a balloon. Your imagination is with the breath, almost visualizing it coming in and exhaling out. From this point on, we're going to take the third posture. And this one is done with knees up. You can have your hands here if this is too difficult. Remember to flex your toes slightly back, activating the meridians that also open up the internal as well as external meridians. But if possible, try and maintain your hands in the same position. You can roll slightly back to make sure your low back is flat on the floor. But if you wish not to hold your knees, you can certainly lower one down. Maintain a focus here as you continue the same style breathing. Or choose to continue with both up or even alternate. Ideally, you should come to a point where you have enough focus to keep them up throughout the posture's time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Try and relax every other part of your body. Shoulders, elbows come flat and down to the ground. Even other parts like your neck, chin is down to pull up the spine. Thighs are not over tense, just enough to keep them up. Expanding like a balloon, deflating like a slowly down, all the way flat, back to the first posture. Hands out to the side. At this point, breathing is natural and comfortable. It's like you're scanning your whole body, noticing any revelation, any tension, making yourself feel lighter, like you were taking out the heaviness with your exhale. Your inhale fills up your entire body, roaming and circulating, capturing whatever it can. Your exhale empties out what it can. Slowly here, turn to one side, but keep your mind focused on your body. Gently roll over and come up to a seat. At this point, it may be easier for some to place a cushion underneath your hips so that you can sit comfortably on the floor. And if you've got a mat, let me show you a way in which you can actually ease the tension on your hips. Sit here for longer. You can roll the mat like so. That's another advantage of these mats, right? That they've got that memory to return them back to their origin and be used like so. So here, you can also prop up your hip, and so it's a lot easier on your hips too. To sit in a cross-legged posture, it doesn't have to be one leg over the other or half lotus. It could be one in front of the other. From here, I'd like for us to do something we call brainwave vibration. Hands right over our knees. You want to slightly pull up your low back so that the rest of your column or spine is stacked. And you want to imagine as though there's a string pulling you up through the crown of your head. So you get a little taller through the torso, right? And from this point on, I want you to focus on your head shaking from side to side in a constant rhythm, keeping your mouth slightly open, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the arms. And just this rhythm and constant movement performs as a meditation, a moving meditation, where you move from one side to the other. Any rhythmic pattern in the body that repeats itself can help enhance cognitive focus, our concentration, can help relieve emotional tension, even physical tension inside the body. So try and focus on the rhythm and the movement. Whenever your brain becomes aware of a certain tension inside the body, breathe out. Thoughts, breathe out. So much so that you move faster than you're thinking. Transform that energy from thought to action. In your breath, in your movement. So you can speed up, exhale as you do. Good job. It's okay if you move your head a little bit differently, like in infinity circles, or from one side to the other, but so long as it swings from right to left in a constant rhythm. Good. And even if your head starts to feel heavy, exhale faster than that. So exhale faster than your tension can build and your thoughts can gather, and move faster than them too. So your mind is fully with your body, fully with your movement. Exhaling everything in between, closing the distance, making the connection even closer, more direct, more real, more palpable.
slowly stop. From here on, we can move into our energetic awareness meditation in JiGam. This is another signature BME energetic style meditation. Raise your palms up so that they're facing the sky. Make sure your seat is still comfortable. At any point, you can choose to sit on a chair so long as your back is upright. And then from here, I'd like for you to keep your focus on your body, but more specifically, your palms, your hands. And as I say the word hands, raise them like they're being given energy, like they're made to feel a little lighter. Hands, lighter. Hands, more energy, more light. Hands. Hands. You can start to feel as though there's something that they're cupping. A gentle pressure, stimulation, electricity, heat, or even tingling. Hands. Until they reach the level of your chest, turn your hands towards each other, facing each other. And I want you to slowly bring your hands closer together. This meditation is to be done without touch, so no need to physically touch hands together. Keep them apart, but you get closer and closer. Do you notice something between the hands? A sensation, a feeling. Try to go further apart, wider, wider. You can come in once you feel like you need to follow this feeling, or you can feel it drawing you in, pulling you in. And try and pull your hands apart as well, like a flux, an ebb and flow, in, out, yin, yang. Try and keep your mind with the palms, focusing on every sensation. Fingers, knuckles, wrists, center of the palms, back or front. Fire, heat, coolness, tingling sharpness, weight, light, soft, hard. You can use any of these to help you describe the feeling, but keep with the feeling. Keep with the feeling. Keep with the feeling. Slowly, slowly, relax your hands down to your knees, gentle and soft. Here I'd like you to sit in gentle contemplation with this breathing, natural and gentle meditation. Widen your awareness to cover your whole body. If you can feel your hands, your arms, your chest, your neck, your head, just for a few minutes. A couple minutes of just wider, whole being awareness. Do you notice your chest? Musica? Do you notice your abdomen? Your shoulders, your back? Do you notice your neck or your spine? Do you notice your face? In any place you gather tension, try and change it to a feeling you'd like to have. So if it's peace you want, try and make your expression, facial, body, limb, look as well as feel that way. So try not to overlift or overcarry anything. Let it all drop. Let it all sink into the ground. Feel like everything heavy moves to the bottom of your body, like you were an ocean. This meditation is to help you understand how vast you are, just from feeling your own body. Can you imagine as though you were a container, a vessel for all this ocean, like you were the planet itself? Everything heavy sinks, everything light remains at the top, lightening up your mind, your heart, and leaving the weight for the majority of our body. Things shouldn't weigh heavy on our hearts, on our minds. But even in the depth of this ocean, as we begin to discover more and more of our feeling, more and more of our expression and then posture becomes clear to us. Our attention and our awareness sheds light on it. So even the vast, deep ocean, dark, can be rediscovered, can have a light shed on it. As soon as you shed a light, see how you want it to feel and act right away. Exhaling or releasing that tension even consciously. Become more and more aware of your vast, deep self. Like you're scanning your entire ocean, nothing is hidden from you. Your body represents that deep, vast mind as well. Body is the mind. There is no connection because they're one and the same. Even starting at the top, with any heaviness, imagine it trickling down all the way to the bottom. Breathing out. Even the ocean breathes. Rest easy your chest. Rest easy these arms. They've carried enough. Rest easy this body. Rest easy these joints, these limbs, this back, this breath. And as you contemplate the deep vastness of yourself, just be overwhelmed with a sense of deep appreciation. Deeply appreciate not only how deep and vast you are, but how deep and vast that you can be moved. That so much of you can change, but the very essence of what you are, water, doesn't change. An ocean can drift, its tides can rise, it can feel a little mucky, dirty, or even very clear, tranquil, and pure. But in the end, that ocean is still made of water. So remember, the condition of a thing doesn't make it what it is. But what you are is water. The essence of you has not changed. What you're made of has never really changed at all. Where you came from, how you got here, we're all the same in that part. Remember your essence. What you have doesn't make you who you are. Remember your essence. Inhale. And exhale. In and out. In and out. Rubbing your palms together, make them nice and warm. Rub, 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 rub. And then cover your eyes. Roll your eyes to the right. Roll your eyes to the left. And sweep down your face, sweep over your head, your neck, shoulders, chest, all the way down. Ooh, and then stretch out these nice, beautiful legs there you've got. Oh, shake them out. Wow, 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 wow. Ouchie, 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 ouchie. Beautiful. Great job. All right, so let's go ahead and make ourselves feel a little bit better in our bodies. So go ahead and tapping the knees, lifting them up, and then dropping them down like so. Breathe out a little bit more strongly. Good. Release all that tension out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Cross your legs back in again, and then stretching up all the way up to the top. Wriggle out the spine. Ooh, refresh that feeling again with your body. Good job. Ai shonada. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, if you can get all the way down here through with your elbow. Whoa, very good. And then reach over to one side. Oh, chill, 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 chill. Feel that hip. Feel that side of the body. Good. And then, whoa, relax over to the other side. Elbow down. Oi. And then keep that knee down if you can. Oi. Hello. Pulling over to one side. Oh, we're feeling that hip. We're feeling that side of the body. Meridians are opening up again. Body's waking up now. And exhale. Whoo. And if you can, come forward with your elbows right there. Ah, cha, 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 cha. Ah, there we go. Ouchie, 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 ouchie. And release. Ah. Well done, well done, well done. Amazing job, everybody. Let's go ahead and thank each other before our final sharing. Hands over your dungeon, your abdomen, your lower abdomen, your center, and the word is Kamsamnida. Kamsamnida! Thank you so much. All right, everybody. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This has been a very special SBM from Be Me, stretching, breathing, and meditation. Stretching for opening up our meridian channels, side, front, and back. Generally think of them as both having a cool nature and attitude as well as a warm and bright nature, like that opening as well. So some are yin, some are yang, and they also represent different emotions and organs around the body. So go ahead and try that out. Repeat this video whenever you can. It's available for you on our YouTube. It's going to be up there. And I hope that you enjoyed that final meditation to remember your essence, your true self amidst the cluster of things that could be toppled on top of you. Remember that that's not who you are. That's your current condition, which can change. You are much more than that. All right, guys, thank you so much. That's it for me. This has been your SBM Sunday by Be Me. Master Maz here from Be Me. I'll see you next time. Out!